Welcome back to the Gridiron Expert. Today we are breaking down the Mountain West Conference, sharing with you our projected records and standings for every single team within the Mountain West. Before we get started, guys, make sure to continue to like, comment, subscribe, share our videos, and of course, check out everything down in the description below, including our expert picks over on our website, thegridironexpert.com. Some of the best and most reliable college football and NFL spread picks in the entire country. Make sure to go check those out and sign up for those today before the season starts. And also make sure to check out our brand new Gridiron Expert Discord server where you can chat with me directly as well as hundreds of other college football fans. The link for that, again, down in the description below. We want you to become a part of our GE Nation, become a part of our community and what we're building here at the channel. And the way we can do that is by just talking college football all year long and by having you, again, checking out everything down in the description below. So we take a look at the Mountain West, guys. Let's start over in the West Division, where at the top we have Fresno State. You know, the Bulldogs fell just short last year. San Diego State actually won the West Division, but the Bulldogs are legit. You know, they're loaded with talent. Jeff Tedford is back. Kalen DeBoer left, went to Washington. Jeff Tedford back in as head coach. They have Jake Haener, one of the best quarterbacks, not just in the conference, but in the country. They've got Jordan Mims. They've got Jalen Cropper. They've got 7 returning starters on defense from a top 40 unit from last year. This team is loaded from top to bottom, and we had them coming in at 10-2, losing just one conference game all year. Right behind them, the reigning West champions, San Diego State, have them at 9-3, 6-2. So a close battle between Fresno State and the Aztecs. This is a team that last year, guys, went 12-2, was 12th nationally on defense. The defense, once again, has the chance to be one of the best in the country statistically. It's just a matter of how quickly the offense gels, especially with their new quarterback, Braxton Burmeister, who's transferring in from Virginia Tech. Last year, the Achilles heel for San Diego State was their offense. They relied heavily on their defense. But when facing off against very more high-octane offenses, the defense could get run down. San Diego State's offense won't be able to keep up with the likes of Fresno or Air Force or Boise, guys like that. Still at 9-3, and they will beat a handful of those teams. But the offense has to improve if San Diego State wants to win the West again and maybe even contend for a New Year's Six bowl spot. Underneath them, guys, San Jose State. So really it's a two-team race only in the West. Two-team race. It's either going to be Fresno State or San Diego State. But San Jose State could be your dark horse sleeper team if you want them to be. Because San Jose State, guys, we have them going 7-5, 4-4. 2 years ago, for phenomenal. Won the Mountain West, right? Last year, they thought they were going to be great again. Fell to 5-7. Now we have them at 7-5. Chevin Cordiero transfers in from Hawaii, so they have a veteran quarterback now under center for the Spartans. And last year, quarterback was an issue for San Jose State because they were just dealing with injuries left and right. Nick Starkel never really could stay healthy. The defense, though, 9 starters are back from a unit that ranked 54th last year, so not a bad unit already. Now tons of experience coming back, and kind of similar to San Diego State, San Jose State could rely heavily on their defense early on as they work out some kinks offensively. The difference between them is San Jose State will take off offensively while San Diego State may not. Difficult schedule for the Spartans, but 7-5 seems about right. Back to the postseason for Brent Brennan. Besides that, guys, the rest of the teams do not go bowling. The biggest surprise might be UNLV coming in at 5-7, a team that went 2-10 last year but had 6 losses by 1 possession. So the talent was there for the Rebels. They just couldn't piece it all together. But now Harrison Bailey transfers in at quarterback, transferring in from Tennessee, gives them some stability at the quarterback position, something they really haven't had for years now. UNLV paired with a semi-decent defense, 7 starters back on that side of the ball, should be able to flirt with bowl eligibility. We have them falling just short, but they'll be better than last year's 2-10 record. Underneath them, Hawaii and Nevada, the 2 worst teams in the West. Hawaii dealing with a brand new head coach in Timmy Chang, also dealing with the least amount of returning production in the country. Hawaii has the least amount of returning production out of any other FBS team in the entire country. They were 113th on defense last year. Their non-conference slate isn't easy. They draw Vanderbilt out of the SEC, Western Kentucky, Michigan. It's a tough slate, guys. We think they're going to be able to win 1, maybe 2 conference games. We haven't met 1. They might be able to spring 2, but they're not going bowling. It's going to be a rough year for Timmy Chang as he's dealing with a lot of new issues that kind of stem from last year under Todd Graham. Nevada, 3-9. Jay Norvell bolts to Colorado State interconference swap there. While the Wolfpack, many people say, how can you have them going 3-9? They don't have Carson Strong anymore. They lost 45 players between the end of last season and now. 45 players that the Wolfpack lost. I just don't think that new head coach Ken Wilson can piece everything together in year one and have the Wolfpack flirting with bowl eligibility. Maybe they win a conference game or two, so maybe they can get to 5 wins, but I don't see the Wolfpack going bowling. I see this being a very long year with a very inexperienced team. Over in the Mountain Division, we have Utah State, the reigning Mountain West champions, winning that division. The Aggies, we have them going 9-3, 7-1 in conference play. Keep in mind 2 of their losses, though. We have them coming to Alabama on the road and BYU on the road. So 2 non-conference losses there against 2 potential top 20 teams when they play them. You look at the rest, though, guys. Utah State returns their star quarterback in Logan Bonner. They return 5 starters back on defense, one that's going to be very dangerous in the front 7. Blake Anderson did a phenomenal job last year winning the Mountain West, winning 11 games in his first year. I believe they are the team to beat in the Mountain Division. That will come as a shock, because many would say it's Air Force or Boise State. The Falcons right now are favored in all 12 of their games. The Falcons are favored in every single one of their games as of right now. Hazik Daniels is back at quarterback. Brad Roberts is back. This triple option, of course, as we know, is very, very dangerous for Air Force, just like it is with Army, just like it is with Navy. The defense was 16th nationally last year. This team is loaded, and it would not surprise me to see Air Force win 11 or 12 games. Wouldn't surprise me to see them win the Mountain. We have them falling short by 1 game. But they have a road game at Utah State. They fell to the Aggies last year. They have a road game at Army. They have a road game at San Diego State. Those are probably the 3 toughest games on their schedule, and I don't know if they're going to be able to win all 3 of them. The Army game doesn't matter when it comes to conference standings. Those other 2 do. I think Air Force drops a game or 2 this year, and ultimately it will keep them out of that conference championship game. Boise State, same can be said for them, 9-3. Great bounce back year. They're coming off their worst season since 1998, and that's a 7-5 record. Not too bad. Andy Avalos enters year 2 with the Broncos, guys. But he returns a lot of talent. Hank Bachmeier returning at quarterback, 9 starters back on defense. That's going to be their strength. And if Bachmeier can stay healthy, Boise can flirt with the division crown. And we clearly have them doing that. 1 game separating Utah State to Boise State. It's going to be very, very close over in the Mountain Division. By far the more competitive of the 2 divisions. But we do have the Broncos falling just short. Again, a tough schedule, guys. San Diego State, Fresno State, Utah State, BYU. They get to host all those games. Very beneficial for them. But obviously drawing Fresno State and San Diego State out of the West, not beneficial for the Broncos. Colorado State. We have Jay Norvell's squad going 6-6. We have them going bowling. He brings in a lot of players over from Nevada, as one coach does when he goes to another school. He brings in Clay Millen in at quarterback. Torrey Horton is in at wide receiver. That duo is going to be key for Colorado State's offense that never really took off under Steve Adazio. Factor in a relatively experienced defense, 5 starters back. The Rams should be able to go bowling, or at least flirt with it. We believe they get there, but that road game on October 8th at Nevada will be one to watch out for. Obviously, a reunion for Jay Norvell against his former team, and obviously one that could be huge in whether or not Colorado State goes bowling or not. Final 2 guys, 4-8 for Wyoming, 4-8 for New Mexico. Clearly, the Lobos have a more favorable non-conference schedule because we have 1 conference win for them versus 3 for the Cowboys. The biggest thing for Wyoming, guys, is they lost a lot of players to the portal, and they've got to see how quickly that Andrew Peasley can put together this offense. How quickly can he come in at quarterback, transferring in from Utah State? How quickly can he, generate numbers for this Cowboys offense? One that relied heavily on the run last year, but then loses their star running back in Xavier Valladay to Arizona State. I don't think Craig Bohl's squad is going to have enough to go to the postseason, but they will be competitive and spring off a few upsets here and there. New Mexico, they're going to improve a little bit. 3-9 last year to 4-8. Rocky Long is the defensive coordinator for the Lobos, and if he's there, they're going to have a solid defense. They were 44th nationally last year defensively. Should be around the same mark this year. They do bring in Miles Kendrick, the Kansas transfer quarterback. That should give them a little bit of a boost offensively, but nowhere near to the point where they should be getting to a bowl game. Lobos might be a year or 2 away from that right now. So, having said that, guys, we have the Mountain West Championship game between Fresno State and Utah State. One that could be one of the more underrated championship matchups of championship weekend, because if you love offense, that will be the game for you. Jake Haener, Logan Bonner, arguably the two best offenses within the Mountain West Conference. Who's going to emerge victorious? We believe it'll be Fresno State. There will not be a repeat champion in the Mountain West. Utah State won it last year. They will fall short this year to the Bulldogs. This, to me, is the best team in the Mountain West this year from top to bottom. It will be a tough road to get there, but we believe Jeff Tedford, making his return to Fresno State, leads the Bulldogs to a Mountain West title in his first year back. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching us here at the Gridiron Expert on YouTube. Make sure to continue to like, comment, subscribe, share our videos, and of course, check out everything down in the description below. Make sure to sign up for those expert picks. Make sure to go join our Discord server. We want you to become a part of our GE Nation. So make sure to check out all of that, again, down in the description. And once again, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on the Gridiron Expert.